When I think of Research in Motion, I think of on the forefront of technology, cutting edge.
That it's a pretty stable company, innovative.
Technology, very functional. I think of the actual product, not the company. When I don't know much about the corporate culture at all.
It's very technologically focused, but also
cutting edge, demanding. I know they make BlackBerries.
Okay, well, Research in Motion makes me think of BlackBerry phones, so pretty much technology. I guess there might be like jobs in marketing or sales or whatever as well.
Yeah, it's supposed to be it's pretty advanced, it's supposed to be very innovative.
But I think of it as reliable, and it's probably an interesting place to work. An innovative company, I think they're trying to stay strong in their market share, and I don't know, it's an interesting time to work for them, probably.
They recruit graduates for the kind of roles that I want to be in, and I have known that they're a good company to work for in general from the friends that I have who is working there.
So trendy, innovative.
Innovative, hip, constantly changing.
Continues to be on the cutting edge, developing new technologies, and a fun place to work.
trendy at the moment, and it has been for a while. So definitely a leader in technology, probably a fun place to work.
Very gimmicky.
I've heard that sometimes they can be maybe disorganized a bit, that because it's a very strong founder-led company, that kind of infiltrates down through.
The only bias I have is this non-disclosure, mysterious culture. I like more open places. And
it stands for innovation.
Is probably a creative, fun atmosphere.
But I have heard bad things about Apple from a couple of friends who have worked there, especially regarding the work culture.
They've kind of lost a lot of their traction.
Mass market. I think of more of their products than their company.
Originally they were very innovative in the phone market and kind of have fallen off.
I'd say outdated maybe? Irrelevant's kind of harsh, but kind of irrelevant.
That they're not really on the top notch of things.
I think it's in trouble. It needs new strategy, and so is probably looking for people right now.
It's not in a good shape right now. I wouldn't join Motorola right now.
I would definitely be looking at the brand recognition.
And I think her culture, so that I fit in with the people that I'll be working with, and I enjoy their company.
Corporate fit, how I think I fit into the company itself.
Some level of mobility between positions, so space for lateral movement.
Like culture makes a really big difference, I think, to where you work and what you get out of it. So I'd want to know what kind of internal culture the firm has and whether that's something that it seems that I would fit well into, that I would enjoy and grow and develop within.
The culture, but really like the people that I like the people and they like me. And the most important things in my honesty, responsibility, and social concern or whatever. I would never work in a company that only makes money and doesn't really care about how are they affecting the world.
First thing would be the job role and sort of the prestige of working at the firm. Second thing would be the money it pays. And third thing would be the location.
How long people have worked there on average, and if people are laughing or happy when I visit there.
Number one would be growth opportunity, where I can be through the company or in the company. Number two would be what my peers and other people around me think of the company and how it is generally perceived. And third would be their location.
When I start my job search, I'll primarily be relying on the alumni and career services here that my business school provides for me.
NYU has a career service center, so I leverage that.
And primarily using the Offices of Career Development at Stern, looking at the companies that come to campus, speaking with them and their representatives.
I'll use the Career Resource Center here at NYU Stern primarily. I'm on LinkedIn, I use that pretty frequently. NYU Stern's alumni networking, and then company websites when I need to start doing research.
Start through the Career Services office. I'm a first-year MBA student.
Contacts of my own and anything available at the Career Services site.
One of the primary tools I'm using at the moment is the college, the job board. The first thing that's coming up is on-campus recruiting, and most of the postings for that are on our own job boards, using alumni, using various websites, a lot of things like Vault and Wetfeet.
The word of mouth is the best thing in that case. Next thing is to kind of figure out through professors, like which companies might be good for me. Apply through the company websites. Then look in particular if I have any friends in those companies. That would be my second step. Again, we have placements through the campus as well. We've got
career fair. If I can, then I'll apply through campus. If I couldn't, I apply through the website.
Career networking services that are available on the internet, such as LinkedIn, for example.
LinkedIn is social media that's valuable. I don't use Facebook at all for anything other than just socially. I don't use it professionally. But
Believe it or not, I don't use all that much social media, but probably LinkedIn.
That's somewhat valuable, but nothing's really as valuable as like phone conversations and real contacts.
I'm not so certain that social media are that useful. To the extent that they are, I would say LinkedIn might be a useful resource. LinkedIn is entirely professionally focused, so unlike say Facebook or Twitter, it doesn't combine professional and personal in the same space, which I think is important for many employers.
I'm just starting to use LinkedIn, and I guess useful for seeing whether I have a connection at a company or at a place that I want to know more about, so someone that I can tap into. I don't really use Facebook like professionally, like I feel that's more of a social thing, and the types of stuff that I want to be able to have on my page aren't necessarily things that I want employers to be viewing off the bat. And then I'm afraid I've not used Twitter yet, so I don't know very much about it. I don't tweet.
I think the most important social media might be Twitter, because it's the less intrusive. I do have Facebook and I go there and stock pictures and stuff, but I don't know, I don't feel like I am participating, but rather just being like sort of a voyeur.
So I mean, if you talk about LinkedIn, it's more like people are networking for the sake of networking, whereas if it's Facebook, it's more like you're friends with someone and you happen to use them for your network as well, like for your professional life. That's why I prefer Facebook.
I generally use Facebook to keep in touch with my friends and even with my seniors who graduated before me. I don't use LinkedIn a lot. I have found Facebook to be really helpful in reaching out to people who might already know, who are in the industry and who have actually helped me out.
Still LinkedIn, just because it is more professional. You have a better idea of what people actually did in their jobs and the professional contacts.